Hi everyone, my name is Jose and I'm here in the Tampa International Airport, so I'm sorry if there's a little bit of noise. For my digital identity website, I chose the topic of data mining, which I think is a very relevant topic nowadays because all of us have phones. I'm filming this reflection with a phone, and we're all very concerned about our own privacy and how companies might be using our information for their own benefit. So every time you go on Instagram, on social media, you probably see an ad of something you maybe thought about or talked about, and sometimes we're like, oh my god, is our phone hearing us? What's happening? Why do they know that I want this? But it's all because of data mining, because apps are tracking the websites you go to, what you search for. They have all this information, and then they sell that information to third parties so they can target you with specific marketing campaigns. So I think it's a very relevant topic because I think all of us see this constantly in our phones, um, especially for this generation, my generation, which was basically born with technology, with phones. And I think it's a very important topic, and it's important to know how our information is being used and why it's being used. I think that the major learnings that I got from investigating and researching about data mining is that at first I was very um, a bit a bit worried. I thought that data mining was really bad, and I thought that it was something that would only can only harm us, that only had consequences. Because of course, many of the times our information is being extracted without us knowing, but many of the times our information is extracted and they do tell us and we don't read um, maybe the terms and conditions of a contract, or sometimes when we sign up for a social media app we never read the terms and conditions in order to join a social media app. So sometimes we are told that our information is being extracted, but we just completely ignore those warnings. Yeah, so I think that the thing I learned the most was that data mining actually has a lot of benefits, and sometimes the benefits can even be greater than the consequences. Of course, as I said before, sometimes there's issues with privacy, but many of the times businesses use our data in order to deliver or give us a better service. So if a business is probably not selling something that much and maybe customers are asking or buying some other product more, then business can use that information in order to get more of that product that clients actually want and reduce the cost of having to buy maybe a product or getting a product that customers aren't actually interested in. Um, a lot of different things. I also learned that, for instance, um, banks use data mining in order to determine fraud. So, like if for instance someone steals your debit card, and they go to Ohio, maybe a state you've never been to, and they suddenly use your debit card, the bank's gonna be like, okay, this data is not does not correlate to the data this person normally has. So let's say you normally use your debit card in Florida, and then someone randomly uses it in Ohio. The bank's gonna be like, this is weird. Maybe this is fraud, and that's gonna help you be aware that someone else is using your card, and your bank will block that card and make sure that no one is gonna use your money or anything like that. So it's things that are super relevant and super interesting. For instance, I'm here at the airport, and as you can see, there's like businesses on the airport, and maybe businesses use data mining, or they use some kind of data to determine in what place of the airport they want it to be. So let's say there's a lot of foot traffic in this terminal. A lot of people travel. Maybe I'm going to New York, so a lot of people maybe be traveling to New York, and there's a lot of people walking. So maybe this business here, as you can see, that has the little duck, maybe they used data to determine, okay, maybe this is a great place to put our business in because there's a lot of people walking through here. Or maybe they also use data to determine what kind of products they could sell, or which ones are the most liked by customers, things like that. Um, of course, I also learned that data mining is not specifically great for small businesses because you do need a long list of customers, um, and you need a lot of data. So that's why companies like Amazon and Disney use this technology, because these are companies that are huge and have a lot of customers that come from very different backgrounds. So I think I learned a lot, and it kind of made me feel a little bit less worried about data mining itself. I do believe there should be more regulation in terms of privacy issues, because there are some instances where, of course, our information is being extracted or sold without us knowing, and this could be dangerous. So I do think there should be more regulations in terms of that, and it should be a little bit more controlled. But in general terms, I think the benefits are greater than the consequences, and I think it's a tool that helps a lot of businesses to thrive and to try to deliver the best customer service they can to their clients.